What is going on YouTube, spookies and gamers all over the world? This is SpookyBear from SpookyBear Gaming, and I am back at you with my second MUT episode. And here we are taking on a team with a few 90s, and as you can see, I have yet to acquire a 90 overall player. So we're coming in a little undermatched, but that's alright. That's how we spookies like it. And so as you can see, here's my first defensive play of the game. And Jameis Winston's going to drop back and throw it right to our new acquisition, Aqib Talib. He's our new cornerback on the team, and he brings it to the 22, setting us up with great field position. So here we are on offense trying to capitalize, and on the second play, Tyrod Taylor drops back and throws an absolute bullet to Kelce to put us up 7-0. So on the ensuing drive, I try and use the guy head up on Brandon Cooks because I see him making a few adjustments on the line. And I know right where he's going, but I'm way too slow, and he throws an 82-yard streak wrap to Brandon Cooks. This was a mistake. This just shows you how I am not the best Madden player in the world, and I'm not even close. I've got to come out and answer to this dude. So what do? I throw an end to Shady McCoy to get the sticks moving. And you know, I've got a great back. So just a few plays later, I run an outside zone to none other than Adrian Peterson to get the sticks moving again with a 10-yard grind. So on the very next play, I'm able to get back in the end zone by throwing an absolute bullet again to none other than Kelce. And here I am up 14-7. I'm a firm believer in the fact that defense wins championships, so here I am trying to make a few adjustments. I get stuck using a defensive lineman, and he throws a bomb to Brandon Cooks. Luckily, he overthrows him, and I luck out. Here I am, and I think he's going to do the same thing again, so I gear up for the streaks, and he doesn't throw it. Instead, he scrambles out and finds a guy right on the sideline, wide open, and gets a huge gain. I know it's time to buckle down and make a stop, so I'm getting ready for the streaks again, but somehow I bite on the lower route and he gets a man wide open in the back of the end zone. Luckily he overthrows him, so on 4th and 1 I'm expecting a QB sneak, but he tricks me and throws a pitch and gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. So it's time to make a goal line stand. And I get all the way to 3rd and goal, and I'm expecting the pitch again, but I get a little bit confused on the motion and think it's a QB sneak and completely give up the pitch to make it a 14-14 game with 2:50 left in the half. So before the half, I have just enough time to score, and I go ahead and run an outside zone to Adrian Peterson, who gets another tough 10 yards. And I decide to rely heavily on Adrian Peterson on this drive, so I dink and dunk to him for a 16-yard pickup on this play where he jukes a man and trucks another, or tries to at least. So I'm all the way down on the 34-yard line in just 2 plays, and Adrian Peterson gets me a tough 7 yards, and he has really been my rock. I've got to attest to that. But I'm all the way down to the 4-yard line with 30 seconds left, and he drops everyone back, and I make the biggest mistake ever. I was in prime position to score, and instead we're going into halftime with a 14-14 tie. So here I throw another inside to McCoy for a great pickup. On the next play, I decide to hand it off to Adrian Peterson, who goes all the way up the gut for a 53-yard touchdown. And isn't that the way to start off the second half, with a great touchdown and a 7-point lead? On my next defensive possession, I'm thinking, man, I gotta get a stop. But I get stuck using another defensive lineman, and he drops back and throws a long bomb to Brandon Cooks again. And we just did this in the first half, so now I've got to gear up for another goal line stand. Here he goes, and he gets just a few yards with Arian Foster. And on the very next play, on a 3rd and 1, I'm thinking pitch, 3rd and 2, my bad. But he goes QB sneak right up the middle for 1 yard. So on 4th and 1, since the pitch got me bad earlier in the game, I'm thinking it again. But he goes QB sneak right up the middle and doesn't get it. What a huge defensive stand by my defense. So I'm absolutely pumped. And on the very first play of the next drive, I can see an all-out blitz, so I get lucky with a dart to Hayward Bay, and he is off to the races. And nobody on that field is going to catch him because he's got like a 95 speed, 94, I'm not sure. But he dives into the end zone for a 98-yard touchdown to put us up by 2 scores, and I am absolutely jumping around my room when this happens. You know me. Like I said, defense wins championships, and one more stop will more than put this game away. So I decide to try and take out that outside pass, and I have 3 men standing there, and he gets an easy end for the first down on 3rd and 10. So that really took the momentum away, but he decides to go hurry up, and I get stuck using another defensive lineman, so I drop back, and I'm not really sure what George Iloka was doing right here, but Brandon Cooks comes up with another huge gain for this guy. And on the very next play, Jameis Winston breaks contain and runs for a 9-yard touchdown to make it a 1-score game. But my opponent decides to go for 2, and me calling a field goal block, he ends up getting it because my audible did nothing. So on my offensive possession, on 2nd and 11, I am trying to make my audibles and my hot routes, but I can't get it done in time, so the routes aren't right, and I take a huge sack to make it 3rd and a long ways. So on 3rd and 21, I get an absolute gift because he's not even covering Travis Kelce, but he runs out of bounds with 2 yards to go. So I've got to go for it because my defense can't stop him, and I'm only up 6. I see a blitz. I could have ran the ball here. Adrian Peterson would have got it for me, but instead I try and throw streaks. Adrian Peterson gets locked up on my lineman, and I take a sack, and here we are about to throw this game away, when we had it completely won. But I get my opponent on a 4th and 3, and I think I'm going to be able to stop him, but he gets a huge play from his tight end to block George Iloka straight to the ground, and now he's up by 1 point. But fear not, SpookyBear can do this. And who comes up with a big play? Travis Kelce. That's right, huge play down the left sideline to get me all the way down to the 34-yard line with 1:40 left, and I know I can win this game now. With just under a minute left, though, I'm faced with a 4th and 9. So, who do you go to? The Tyrod Taylor and Travis Kelce connection's been working all night, so that's where I'm going to go. I get my audibles and my hot routes ready, and throw it, and it's intercept. No! Travis Kelce catches it to the 12-yard line, 14, and I am in prime position to win this game. So maybe I got a little bit lucky, but you know I'll take it because he got lucky a few times too. My field goal just squeaks in, but who gets the win? That's right, SpookyBear gets the win. So a 31-29 victory for my second game of this month season is just great. And so I just want to tell you guys, thanks for watching, thanks for being a spooky, and if you're not a spooky already, you know where that sub button is. Hit that like button, it really helps me out. Share it on Facebook, tell your friends to watch me, whatever you gotta do. Yeah, I said a lot, but that's okay, cause I'm SpookyBear. That's right. But like I said, guys, thanks for watching. It means a lot. Tell me in the comment section if you want some more Mutt 16. I know I'm probably gonna do it either way, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign off so I can get another game in the books and maybe narrate it for you guys. So peace out.